to Totally Online Gaming Group's D&D 5th Edition live stream campaign called The Blackest Heart. We're glad you guys could join us. Hope you are here for the long haul. This is going to be another one of our fun sessions. And I got some good news and some bad news. Hopefully it's more good news than bad news. But before I get into that, first thing is I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. You guys need to check them out. They've got great dice sets, all manner of different kinds of dice, metal dice with silver, gold, sparkly dice, all sorts of cool ones, as well as dice bags, dice trays, miniatures, a whole bunch of stuff like that. And when you go to check them out, make sure to put in your TOGG15, TOGG15 code at the checkout to get 15% off. And that shows them that we're appreciative of their support and sending customers their way. So go check them out. I'm pretty sure you're going to find stuff that you're going to like. So next thing, as always, want to give a shout out to Team Spock, or the Spock Nation. They are a great team on Twitch, wonderful people. I've met a ton of really awesome streamers on there. Go check them out if you're interested in watching, all different types of games, everything from, first-person shooters to Minecraft streams. In fact, one of the ones that I love to watch, Gogeta Girl, shout out to you, is watching right now. So make sure you check out her stream. It's great. She streams a lot of Minecraft and other things. There's tons of great people on there. Check them out. You're definitely going to find something you like, and it's a great community with lots of love and support for the streamers out there. So check them out. Also, I want to give a shout out to Aaron Discord server. It is a Discord server just full of people that have a passion and love for Dungeons and Dragons and other tabletop role-playing games. You're going to have a whole bunch of people there to discuss different aspects of the game or character creation or whatever that you like. They also have game setups where you can meet with people online, do play-by-post, or perhaps even games right over Discord. Or who knows, maybe even connect with people that are on there that are in your local community and be able to meet up in person for games. It's all up to you, but it's a great Discord server. Go check them out. They are a great place to meet people who are also passionate about tabletop role-playing and Dungeons & Dragons in particular. All right, so now for the good news and bad news. We'll start with the bad news. So bad news is Galdur cannot be here tonight. He has got some stuff going on that he had to deal with, so he will not be here. So, fortunately, we're going to be without our shape-changing centaur. Also, two of our other players, Diana and Jacob, will be late, as Jacob is usually late due to his schedule, and Diana has had a rough work schedule, so she'll be a little bit late. But hopefully they should be joining us within the first hour of the stream. At least, fingers crossed, knock on wood. Okay, so that's one bit of bad news. Second bit of bad news is, yes, I promised that I would be streaming on the good equipment from my house for this week. Well, unfortunately, my day job has decided, no, you're not going to. You've got to be out of town. So, unfortunately, this week and next week, I'll be once again doing the stream from my laptop. So I apologize if it lags a little bit. I'm dealing with hotel internet and a laptop that is not built for streaming. So apologize if the quality suffers a little bit, but hopefully the antics of the players will definitely keep you engaged in the stream. Also, this is the second week of our one-shot, call it two-shot, because we have our player Reya, who is going to be running the second half of the one-shot for us, and I'm actually going to get to play in this one, so we'll see how that goes. So that's a bit of good news. Another bit of good news, and very good news, is I mentioned a little while ago, a few weeks back, that since we made affiliates, we are going to celebrate, and we're going to do that by having some giveaways. Well, I will tell you right now that is approaching soon. The order for the things that we are going to be giving away is going out this week, and we anticipate no more than 30 days before we receive everything. And once we get those, we will be having giveaways, one each week for 4 weeks. Well, one each week for the first 3 weeks, and there will be two on the fourth week, and there will be special details about that to come. But those giveaways, make sure you tune in for your chance to win a really cool official Totally Online Gaming Group dice bag and a set of really cool dice. If either of my players happen to have those handy and want to throw those up in front of the camera, they're really nice metal dice. Oh, there's an example of one of the bags, except it'll have the TOGG logo on it, and the dice. You can see those are metal dice, kind of silver and purple, kind of the TOGG colors, and those will be what we'll be giving away. So if you want a chance to win one of those, we will keep you informed as when the first date that we are going to do the giveaway is. All depends on as soon as we get those things in from our order. So that is all of the news. Unless there's anything either of you guys have that you want to announce, I think we're ready at that point. Anyone?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So then, without further ado, we bring you the Blackest Start. All right, and we are back. And I am now going to pass the mic over to Reya, who is going to be our DM for this evening, for the second half of the one shot. So go ahead, Reya, take it away.
All right, so Oak, you were just leaving the cave that you had found at the bottom of the mountain. Um, so, is there anything you'd like to do before fully exiting, or?
No, Oak is just gonna, once he's fully turned around, once he's gotten a good ways away from the dragon, he's just gonna bolt on out of there.
All right, you bolt on out of there. You still have Reya on your back, unconscious. Galdur's following. So you are now at the base of the mountain. You still have all of these little golems kind of just turn and look at you and go, "They come back! They come back!" And they're kind of cheering a little bit.
I didn't plan for this part. Oak looks at them and he's speaking in giant. He's like, "Yeah, we came back. Did you expect us not to?"
We don't know. We don't know. All of
There's
this
something.
in giant, so Galdur does not understand anything.
Good. Just how I like it. Um,
You do start to see them like kind of crowd around you a little bit though, as they just are fascinated by you.
aw. Oh, this makes my plan a lot harder to do. um, Oak is gonna ask him. So, do you guys know when your dad is gonna get here? Your big
Um,
giant dad friend?
They say, "We have no idea, but we wait," and they're all like cheering for no reason.
That's another damper on my plan.
You feel a little bit of a stirring on your back as Reya starts to come back to consciousness.
Oak is nodding. He doesn't know why, he's just nodding because he's taking everything in. Um. Uh. Uh. This is when I would let someone else do something, but. um.
Are you kind of just staring at them right now?
Oak is kind of just he's staring at them, he's staring at the mountain, the quarry, he's just looking all over the place, wondering what the hell to do.
Alright, you hear them. "We did not kill Red Human! We did not kill Red Human! But we killed all other humans! Kill all other
humans! Oak starts laughing very maniacally for some reason.
Oh, okay.
And then he looks at the golem things. He's like, "You guys know there's a big meanie in that cave, right? That's keeping you from that doesn't want you here."
"We do not go in cave! We do not go in cave!"
No, and I was told by that big meanie to get rid of you guys, but I don't want to because you guys are just so great and adorable, and I love you guys. So how about once your dad gets here, we send him in, and they have a little talk,
Okay.
and they can settle this all out for themselves.
"Wait for father! Wait for father!"
Yep. Wait for father. Um, does Oak see that like campsite over there?
Yeah, yeah, you would have walked past it as well. When
Okay.
you were first getting here.
Okay, Oak is gonna go over there. He's just gonna look around and just kind of, I don't know, just look around for a while.
Alright. As you're looking around the campsite, you hear a little bit of a rustling coming from one of the tents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oak goes and investigates.
Alright, so it's this far one over here. You go into the tent to investigate, and you see a sleep roll on the ground, and emerging from the sleep roll is... Now, Phineas, would you like to describe yourself?
Sure. You see a halfling who is dressed rather extravagantly. He has on a very ornate vest that is just covered in blues and golds and purples, and I mean it is gaudy. It is almost hideous. It is so bad. Uh, but he also has on uh, some just seems like regular tan pants, and then over around it he is wearing a cloak that is mostly black and partially covered with a hood. And upon turning around and seeing you, he quickly goes, uh, uh, oh shit, pulls the hood up, covers the cloak around him, and like dives into a corner where there's a little bit of shadow, and you hear him say, you don't see me. I'm not here.
um, Oak Oak just believes him. Oak is just like, okay, he's not here. And he goes out of the tent and he just goes start looking at another tent.
Reya's gonna like bang on your head a couple of times. He's clearly still there.
But that's kind of like the universal sign for don't bother me, you know? So.
Don't you want to know why he was in the tent, though?
Well, I assume he was a minor.
In that outfit?
Probably.
Reya's just like gonna facepalm a little bit.
Quick question:
Oak will
Which
roll
way
his-
are you guys? Which way are you guys facing? Quick question.
Away from the tent.
Away from the
Reya's on the back, so Reya would also be away from the tent.
Okay. Just kind of moving past you a little bit, like behind you, like trying to walk like very tiptoey. He starts moving this way, and he all of a sudden drops a little sack behind him, and it spills open, and a bunch of gold falls out. And he doesn't seem to notice it right away, and he keeps tiptoeing and tiptoeing and tiptoeing over this way.
Reya will go, ooh, shiny, Oak, pick it up, pick it up.
Okay, Oak will go over to where the bag was dropped and he'll let like bend down so Reya can pick it up.
And are you? Do you guys say those things out loud? Like, no, look, go pick it up.
Yeah, Reya would have said it out loud.
Okay. He turns. He looks. He goes, ah, wait, that's my gold. And he runs back over and tries to grab it out of your hand. I stole that fair and square. I mean, appropriate it. I mean, it's mine.
Who'd you steal it from?
That nobody important or large and scaly.
Ah, you stole it from the dragon.
Shh. Quiet.
Wait, you stole it from the dragon?
Quiet. Don't let it hear
That's
you.
not good. You don't steal from dragons. Dragons are awesome.
Yeah, and
See,
it's got
I've got
more
this
than enough
plan-
gold.
See, I've got this plan that would have a giant go against the dragon, so I say we book it before they get here.
What? A giant fight a dragon?
Yeah,
Ooh,
and then
that would
and
be
then
interesting.
exactly, and then whoever wins, we say we were on their side the whole time, and we try not to die.
Whoa, wait. So, you... And he's looking up at Oak and kind of Reya, who, I guess, are you like peeking out over his shoulder or something from the back?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's looking up at you and he goes like, so, how are you two gonna get a giant and a dragon to fight?
Well, you see those little golem things over there?
Now that you've mentioned the golems, you've noticed they've started to inch towards you again.
Oh,
And like you hear one go, is that another human? Is that another human? And like they start to repeat this.
and then Oak turns around and he says this in giant, like, yeah, this is friend. This is a friend.
Humans aren't friends. Humans are enemy.
But this isn't a human, so this is a friend.
Not human. Not human. What is he?
Small person.
Small person. Okay, not human. Small person. It's okay, guys. It's okay. And they start heading back to where they were before.
There
What?
And then
What did you say to them? They didn't look very happy when they came
they
this
were gonna
way.
try and kill you
Um,
because they thought you were human.
what?
So they've got a bit of a grudge against humans right now because they've been mining this place, and they I thought you were human, and I convinced them that you weren't. So
He looks at you for
all's
a
well
sec.
that ends.
He looks at you for a second, and he says,
So, what did you say to them?
That you're a small person and that you're our friend.
So they left
I
because
don't know
you
what
told them?
happened. Yes, because I can speak giant, and I'm their friend. And I said there was on their side.
he for a second as he's looking at you, he he just seems his like expression just drops to almost like and he goes,
Ah, shit. Not again. So you just saved my life. Fine. I owe you a life debt. What do you want me to do?
Um, um, Bob kind of just like looks around at the universe and the world. He's like, I've been given too much power. And I'm all alone. I have everything. I can do anything I want. There's no one to object to this right now. um, he'll look at Phineas and he'll say, I don't know. Um, we can figure that out in a bit, though.
Okay. I guess I have to tag along now. Alright. Whatever. Not like I was busy anyway, so I guess. By the way, it's
What
nice
were
to
you
meet
doing?
you. Just getting some gold. I gotta pay the
Oh
bills, you know.
yeah.
By the way,
Oh
he's,
yeah.
he reaches his hand up.
it's a pleasure to meet you. I am Phineas Bumblesmoog.
But what?
Bumblesmoog.
Oak is having a very hard time trying not to laugh.
Reya will say, I'm Reya.
It's
I'm
nice to
Oak.
meet you, Reya.
Uh,
And it's nice to see another halfling.
Yeah, halflings are cool.
Of course we are. But I don't know what you are. But you're interesting.
I'm a shifter, and my name is Oak. And remember that halflings are also easy to throw.
Reya's gonna hit your head, like, from the back a couple times. Don't throw me!
I'm not gonna throw you. I was threatening him.
Why are you threatening me? You just saved my... I'm confused. Okay.
I don't know insurance. It seems like something Diana would do.
Which one is Diana?
As he points to the others in your group.
Oh, Diana and Jacob aren't actually here. They are in town right now.
Oh, okay.
I'll take them off. Yeah, take them off the map.
Okay.
Diana
Diana,
isn't.
yeah, Diana is almost here though. By the way, according to Discord, her computer's doing updates, but then once that's done, she'll be ready. So.
Okay.
Cool. She'll soon be here in game too.
Yeah.
All right. So, who's this Diana you're speaking of?
She's not here yet. She was in the town, and we decided to split the party. So.
Split? Why would you do that?
Because I ran off and I wanted to talk to a giant. So. Oak smiles really.
Well, sounds interesting. I probably would have done the same.
Exactly. And plus, there were probably people. I wanted to know if there's anyone in danger so I could help them, because I like helping people.
Well, you helped me.
Yay! That's cool. I helped someone. Just like looks really proud of himself for just a moment. Then oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Um I don't know what to do.
Well, what were you gonna do with the giant and the dragon? How are you gonna get that done?
Yeah, how are you
Well,
gonna get them to fight?
well, first we gotta wait for the giant to get here,
We don't even
and
know
then
when he's gonna come back. Do you know when he's gonna come back? Did they tell you?
they said they don't know. They don't know.
Well,
But I have a feeling it's gonna.
I'm also
Yes,
kind of curious. How come you didn't get eaten by the dragon?
because I totally sucked up to it.
So you talked to the dragon and it didn't eat you?
Yes.
Wow.
It even gave me this really cool great axe, and he shows off the really pretty great axe that he got.
Yeah, it's kind of bejeweled. It's probably one of the finest great axes you've ever seen, Phineas.
Wow.
His eyes are just light up when he sees all the gems and stuff on this thing and how shiny it is. You almost see him drooling at the corners of his mouth. He's just.
Hey, no stealing! It's ours!
I
Reya
wasn't.
spouts out.
I wasn't gonna steal anything. I already got stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I don't steal. I just things happen to come into my pockets. It just happens,
Oak gives Reya a knowing look, just like, yeah, really. Yeah, that's what happens. And um he'll be like, and then he'll look at the great axe and be like, I don't actually know if there's anything special about this or if this is just a normal great axe. Can we figure that out?
Oh, I could try. I mean, I haven't. I'd have to hold it. I promise. It won't end up in my backpack. I owe you a life debt. That's not gonna happen.
Oak will hand it over, but he's gonna like hold on to it so the Phineas doesn't have the whole like he isn't like he can just Oak can just yank it out of his hands if he sees Phineas do anything suspicious.
Okay. Uh, let's see. So,
I'll, if you feel a little bit of right now, Phineas.
hold on 1 second. I gotta fix something. Okay. All right. Say that again.
I'm gonna have you roll Arcana as soon as you hold on to the great axe.
Okay. Okay. So, Arcana, you say?
Yep. Don't Arcana.
Nope.
From holding it, you have no idea what this great axe would do. You're so distracted by the gems, you can't really focus on it. You can tell it's a great axe, though.
Okay. What I was hoping to try to do was actually something on it.
Um,
Because he doesn't know
Sure,
about an
sure.
arcana, but he might know some history.
I'll,
He's
I'll,
been
I'll
around.
allow a history check.
All right. That's better.
Okay, okay. With that, yeah, you recall a fable that talked about some kind of great axe. Um, it was supposed to have magical powers, but you can't quite remember what they were. But you know it's not a normal great axe.
Um, hmm. Uh, you read any books?
As he looks at both Oak and Reya.
I can't read.
He looks is
Sometimes.
Um, like bedtime stories and things like that? Cause this reminds me of one from a book I read. It's they describe it exactly like this. I can't remember what it's supposed to do, but it's supposed to be magical.
Ooh.
You have a magic great axe. Whoa.
Hey Ray, do you know what it does? And he like lifts it up to like her face. He just shoves it in her face. Just like, do you know what it does?
Um, okay, if Ray is trying to figure it out, I'll roll Arcana for Raya. She knows it's a magic great axe, but she actually can't figure it out.
Hmm.
Ooh.
If only we had like a wizard. They know how to do these things.
Where's Jacob when we need him?
Jacob, what?
Isn't
Who's
he in
Jacob?
town with Diana?
Yeah, he's the other member of our party. He's he's one of our two brain cells.
I'm the other one. Raya
He's
pipes up.
and Oak shakes his head. No, she's not.
Okay.
The other one's Diana.
So what? This Jacob guy, is he a wizard?
Yes, he's a wizard, and he's very
Ah,
smart, and he knows how to read.
oh,
And he knows
then
how to
we
read.
just go find him. Maybe, you know, that's their kind of thing. He might be able to tell you.
Okay, to the town.
All right. So you start to make your way to the town. Just move everyone over here. All right. Do we know when Diana will be getting on?
Just waiting for her message on the Discord channel. And so who knows? Computer doing updates. You never know.
Yeah, if
Have
it's Windows, it's gonna take 2 years.
Yeah. Hey, I've got 20 minutes to play a game. Update 4 hours. Shit.
No.
So,
Um. All right. So as you're walking through the kind of forested area that this path takes you on,
And as as they're walking, Oak suddenly remembers, oh, I was supposed to tell you my plan to get the dragon and the giant to fight.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
I want to hear this.
what is that?
So when and if the giant comes back, I tell the giant that there's a dragon underneath the mountain and it is threatening its little golem baby friends, and uh, say that it wanted us to get it out, but we didn't want to do that, and then we just kind of guide it towards the entrance to that cave, and we watch the mountain explode and fight, and then the kaiju fight that happens.
So Phineas, as you hear this plan, um, you've seen the entrance to that cave. It is
Mhm.
not big enough for a giant
Yeah.
to enter.
Hmm. Um.
And now that you think about it, you don't know how the dragon is inside this cave.
Yeah. There might be a little problem with that. Aha. Hold on one
Okay,
second.
they're
we have
They're both.
So
we have a Diana.
Hey.
I'm so tired. I did not mean to sleep for as long as I did.
You're fine.
You're fine. We learned Oak's great plan.
Yes, my great plan.
Oh God!
Oh, Doug.
Cooper! Ah!
All right. There we go. Now
But I
we've
live.
got you in. Yes, we've got you in. All right. Okay, so
No.
Yeah. Um, Oak, you said your name was, right? Um,
Yes.
Wait, question.
I don't think.
Where
Oh,
are we? Because I wasn't here for a lot of stuff.
yep.
All right. So currently, you are. You said you were going to like after telling the mayor you're gonna go catch up to Oak, who went to
Oh,
the
we're
mountain.
still in that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, So are you
So
DMing or is he DMing?
I am DMing right now.
mhm.
Okay.
So you are currently on the path with Jacob to the mountain.
Cool. So I didn't really like miss anything after I left.
Nah.
No, you just missed
Not
that Oak met a dragon.
Yeah. Oak and Galdur met a dragon. Reya passed out.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
So,
That helps me.
And
Oak, was it, I got some bad news about your plan.
Okay, let
Giant,
me hear it.
a giant won't fit into that cave. I don't know if you realized it, but you barely fit through that cave. I don't even know how that dragon fits in there. That's definitely not that entrance.
Um, Oak thinks really hard for a second, and then he's like, "Well, if they want to, they can both just like explode out of the mountain. They're big enough to do that."
But how do we get them to even fight? I mean, they're like cave entrance here, dragon inside the mountain way over here, long tunnel. I mean,
Um. Okay, when Oak was in that cave, did he notice some sort of other back entrance or other cave?
you would have noticed that the ceiling was extremely high and you couldn't see the top of it. So you have no idea if there's another way into the mountain, uh, possibly higher up.
Okay.
so why do you want the
Hold on.
giant and the dragon to fight anyway? I mean, what's the end goal here?
Monster battle.
Monster
Just for
battle.
entertainment? Hmm.
Yes. Godzilla versus King Kong.
Oh my God.
I'm
Early
kind of into
preview.
that. I'm kind of into that.
This is such a clusterfuck.
But I got one other question.
Okay.
One other. So let's assume we figure out how to get them to butt heads. And one of them loses and the other one's still around. Is there any way we can make sure the dragon loses and then, like, maybe convince the giant to not be in there and some of that gold just goes into my pocket?
You're gonna hear Reya vehemently just be like, "No, no, the dragon must win. The dragon cannot lose."
But what about. Okay. What about if.
I love how
What if we
no
take
one
out the
is
giant?
sitting.
Well, if we take out the giant ourselves, there's a possibility we're all gonna die. And I don't like that possibility. Um.
So while you two are talking, on this path, you finally see Diana in the distance with Jacob, kind of jogging in your direction.
Oak waves. He says, Dana! Hi! She's distracted.
Hello. I'm sorry. We were discussing dinner. What did I miss?
Oak said hi.
You finally have come across Oak, Reya on Oak's back, Galdur's tagging along, and this other halfling you've never seen before.
Did
And
she
you're,
suddenly?
you're about like 80% of the way to the mountain, by the way.
So when Diana sees the other halfling, she's just gonna like look between that one and Reya and go, "Did she suddenly multiply? Why? Please tell me I don't have to deal with two of them."
This one owes me a life debt because I saved his life.
Oh, well, I convinced the mayor to get everybody away from the mountain and to stay inside their homes, so nobody's gonna be coming near this anytime soon.
That's a good idea, especially since my plan is to have the giant and the dragon fight each other.
What dragon?
The dragon that lives under the mountain.
Yeah,
So
the dragon
I
that's
was
in there.
right to So I was right to assume when we were talking to Vlad, and he mentioned the dragon, that the dragon was in the mountain.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So one problem with that whole plan, Oak. How are you gonna prevent the winner and or the chaos during the fight from destroying the village?
We keep it at the mountain.
Okay. How do you plan on keeping a dragon from destroying the village inside the mountain? Like, how are you gonna make it stay at the mountain?
Honestly, I didn't get past much other than big monster fight.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
But it does! It does in the movies!
What's a movie?
The cool moving picture things!
Those don't. I'm pretty sure things like that don't exist.
Oak is the master of fourth wall breaking. He doesn't know why what he's breaking, but he knows he's breaking something.
But no, so Diana's just gonna kind of get this exasperated look on her face, and it's like, Oak, if you try to get two giant things to fight, they destroy everything around them, which includes the village.
Well, then we get everyone to
And all
evacuate
the
the
innocent
village.
people. Okay, I already had to make the mayor piss his pants once. I don't think I can do it a second time.
I can do it a second time.
You're not wrong. So, explain to me again how we figured out there was a dragon?
There was a cave and we went into it, and there was a
Okay.
dragon at the other end.
Quick question. Instead of fighting, remember the last time we dealt with a dragon?
Yeah, that was a nice dragon.
Yeah. Have any of you thought to talk to it?
Oh, we talked to it.
Okay. Have you actually tried to talk to it nicely?
Yes, it's a dragon. It did not have a human form, and we were terrified of it because it's a giant dragon. DM, did we know were we able to tell what color it was?
Yeah, you would have saw the color. It was. Let me go back to the map real quick.
Well, while you're looking at that, hi. By the way, nice to meet you, beautiful lady. My name is Phineas Bumblebee.
And you are officially my favorite.
It was a blue
Aw.
dragon.
That was a blue dragon.
Yep.
So,
well, that's where I got these. I mean, I didn't get those.
can Diana look at whatever he's showing her?
It was obviously a coin purse, and it looked fairly heavy.
So, riddle me this. What if I try to talk to it? Because clearly, there's a lot more to dragons than we realize, and if we can just convince it and or help the dwarves find a different mountain to be digging into, because I'm pretty sure these hobbit vibes here are Not gonna end well.
Would Oak know anything about dragons? Like, would he know what alignment a blue dragon would be?
From what I remember, blue dragons are actually like lawful good, I think.
Reya would know that they're
Yeah, it would
lawful
be.
good,
Yeah,
and
it's
Reya would tell
it's an
you that.
Arcana check.
No.
And blue dragons? Well,
Yeah.
those are usually
Blue
typically
dragons.
those are the
Oh wait, no,
chromatic.
those lawful evil. Yeah,
Yeah.
never
Oh,
mind.
are they?
Yeah, those are
Chromatic.
lawful evil.
They're
I
still
just
lawful,
checked. They're
but
lawful
they're still
evil.
lawful.
They are lawful, but they are lawful evil.
Mhm.
Also, Oak, you would have known since you did talk to the dragon. You might not think going back there a second time would be a good idea, because it seems like he was pretty upset the first time.
Well, yeah, you have people literally digging into his fucking home.
No, it's not just that. It's the tiny little golems that are screaming. Kill the
Then
humans.
kill the golems!
No, because they're nice and we're their friends, and we promised that we would help them destroy the humans. I made a lot of promises, okay?
You also
Oh,
promised
I had
the
no
dragon
supervision.
you would kill the giants.
Hey,
Wait,
Oak.
so wait. So you didn't tell me this. You promised the dragon you would kill the giant.
Yes.
You made a promise to that big ass blue dragon.
I didn't
That you
promise.
would-
I said I would, but I did.
Shit.
When you
And
make a
I
promise,
have a life debt with this person. Oh,
Oak,
fine.
when
We need to kill a giant. Oh god.
No. Well, that's why we get the dragon to do it for us.
yeah, it's not gonna work that way. If the dragon was gonna kill them itself, it would have done it by now.
Yeah, but it just wants to take a nap, and if we make it angrier, it'll wake up and kill
If
everything.
we make it angrier, it will kill everything, including
Which
us.
is why we get the whole city to evacuate.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
This is why
It was
everyone
like
goes.
pulling teeth trying to get the damn guy to just get them away from the mountain. You really think he's gonna actually have them all evacuate entirely?
You know,
Let
I
me
admire
answer
your
that for you.
ideas.
It's no.
I admire your ideas there, boss. They're really cool. But I'm gonna have to side with the pretty lady here.
No, my plans.
Okay, after the nice little halfling agrees to side with Diana, she's gonna look at Reya and go, Reya, what all actually happened?
I kind of was.
She passed out.
It was a
You
dragon.
saw the dragon and you fainted, didn't you?
It was a dragon. It was really shiny.
So, just to get this straight, you talked to the dragon's angry about the golems, so you told the dragon you would take care of the golems.
No,
then
the
went-
dragon is angry not only for the golems, but because of the. I think it's also because the humans, and then there's the giant, and he says the golems are ants, and honestly, to a dragon, humans could be ants. So.
So essentially, you talked to the dragon, you said, hey, I'll fix this so you can sleep in peace. And now you want to do the exact opposite of what you told a dragon you would do.
Also,
Yeah, because I don't want all my friends to die.
Okay, if you do the opposite of what you told a dragon, they're gonna die.
Also, Diana, at this point, you would notice this really ornate great axe that Oak has that Oak didn't have before.
Yeah, that I'm not worried about because he gets sugar. Did you hear her?
No, but that was hilarious. Just
It
out of
was.
nowhere, sugar.
She's crawling in places she shouldn't be crawling. I don't want to hear it.
So wait a minute. So if you promised the dragon that you would kill the giant, did the dragon agree to something in return, or it was just don't kill me, I'll kill a giant? I mean, what? Are you getting anything out of this? Is it worth it?
I don't
can we
know.
just...
I forgot. I think I'm in shock.
At this point, Galdur would, because Galdur's there, would mention that you got the great axe.
Oh yeah, I got the great axe.
Because
So,
that's a totally fair deal.
That's actually a pretty interesting axe. I know it's magical. I mean, you you read stories, right? You read. I mean, obviously.
Well, yeah, I'm a minstrel. My entire life is stories.
Ooh, well then heck, you might know more than I do. I just remember one of the children's books when I was growing up, and in it there was a story about this axe, and it was like described exactly like that, and it was magic, but I can't remember what it does.
Yeah, there's just one problem. This isn't our continent, so
Not mine
I
either.
probably haven't heard of it.
Not mine either.
You
I
can
I
roll a history check, and after looking at the axe to see if you
I
can recall
try.
anything.
I grew up in Argspire. I mean,
Okay, but where is my icon?
Here, let me. Yeah, that's true. I don't have a random forest place, so I'm going to just drag you onto this
There,
one.
thank you.
Mhm.
History, history, history. History?
Just to
I got
symbolize everyone who's
16.
here.
Yep.
Here.
I got 16.
1 second. Okay. So
if Oak
yeah,
if Oak is an absolute idiot, would it be possible that he knows the names of the kingdoms from their continent?
I would say, since that's
What?
relating to the main quest line, you would know the basic kingdom names because I mean they've been around for the last couple hundred years as they existed, and even though you were from a nomadic tribe, uh, your tribe, you occasionally bump into travelers and things like that while you're, transitioning from area to area, and you aren't completely isolated, your tribe. So basic geography and things like that, you know some names. You don't necessarily know where things are, but you have heard basic names.
Okay, well, Oak is gonna stand there for a good second or two, and then he'll go, "You're from the same continent as us. We're headed to Oceanica, and then we were here." And then he just
Oh, you
blanks.
good?
No.
all right. So Diana, with Phineas like describing all of the stuff before, you're thinking of fables that you were told like as a child, like for bedtime stories, and
Not how that works for her people, but yeah, continue.
okay. Well, you were told fables at some point, um, just cause, and um,
She's a
you
bard. She
you
probably gathered
remember
them on the road.
Yeah,
or
I'm a
or
gypsy
that way.
bard, so.
Okay, you gathered them on the road. Anyway, you recall the story of a hero named like Ericor that would wield this great axe and take on giants.
Ericor.
Yeah, that's his name.
Okay, Aragon.
No, I think she said
Well,
Eric Hoare. I
Yeah,
don't know what a male whore
I
named
saw.
Eric.
yeah, so yeah, it was a hero named Ericor who would fight giants, and this was his weapon of choice.
So.
So you piece that together with the fact that it's magical. You think this is probably something to do with fighting giants.
And after Diana finally like realizes that she's gonna snap her fingers and go, wait, I do recognize the axe. So Oak, I apologize in advance, but you're probably gonna have to do what the dragon says.
God damn it.
Because that axe right there is a legendary giant killer. It's been used by heroes who knows how many times to kill specifically giants.
Okay, let's go find a giant. Let's go kill it. Let's go cut down its legs
Okay, but that
like
doesn't.
trees and make it fall.
That
Hey,
doesn't.
like a woodcutter.
Okay, so
Oak.
you know
Exactly.
that
I am the tree guy.
guys,
Oh, sorry.
we don't.
Hey.
The depending on the temperaments of the giant, we don't have to kill it. Okay, so the reason I say that is, have you ever heard of a life swap?
No.
No.
So
Isn't that a TV show where two couples switch partners?
okay, so essentially,
Sorry, I
if we
had
can
to.
yeah, if we can convince the giant to just leave, he might be willing to let us slice one of his palms open, coat the axe in his blood, take it to the dragon, convince the dragon we killed the giant without actually having to kill anybody, and everybody's happy.
But we gotta get the little golems to leave too.
Yeah, I'm working on that part. Normally Jacob makes all the plans, so bear with me here.
Okay, that's fair. Jacob is the smart one.
I'm
You're
generally
really
just
only
here
half
for
of a brain cell.
I was gonna say-
Jacob is 2.
I was gonna say, I'm generally only here because I got tits and ass. So
Reya's gonna throw in her 2 cents. Maybe we should just kill them. That would make the dragon happy.
okay, but
But they're so cute. You haven't heard them scream.
okay, another reason I'm saying trying to avoid killing everything is because I highly doubt any of us are strong enough to take on a giant. Let's be real.
I hate saying
Oh.
this.
Realistically, guys,
I
pride
hate
aside.
saying this. My brother killed a giant, and I'm a better shot than he is.
How?
It. I would
Because
say
you guys
with
have to remember,
how well
when she
skilled
hears,
you are.
I was about to say, when she hears giant, she thinks of like ancient, big ass, fucking mystical giants. Because that's what she was told in stories all her life.
No, they're pretty tall, but I mean, I've heard of lots of dwarves too are pretty actually really good at killing giants,
Okay, so
but
how
it
about
can be
this?
done.
How about
Well, yeah,
this?
they
Just
are
really
so,
don't want
they're
to
they're
have to
small.
deal with it.
They're small and they're filled with rage. So you just shake them and then you just throw them and then they explode with rage at the
How
giant, and the
about
giant's practically
this?
dead already.
How about this? We attempt the peaceful route first. If we can't get anywhere, then balls to the walls, just kill everything.
Works for me.
Okay.
Sound fair?
Reya's gonna say, "Sounds excellent," and gonna hold up this rock. I've been waiting to use this.
Yeah, I had to use mine to get the mayor to fucking listen to me.
Oh, I also have an idea about the little stone
Yes.
golem things. Well, it's another story actually, and you probably know it. Your name was what? Diana. Uh,
Yep.
huh, my princess. um, uh, it's another story from my childhood.
Okay, here's the thing though. If he calls her my princess, she will visibly flinch. And get like this most terrified look on her face. Because she hasn't heard that in so long.
And he doesn't really notice that because he was actually kind of blushing and not really looking straight at you. But then he says,
It's actually a story from again childhood.
Sugar!
I read a lot of fables. um, but it was about a guy
Nerd.
who yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, but
It
Diana's
was about
gonna
a guy who had a flute, and he played the flute, and like all the little like kobolds and stuff like followed him out of the town. Maybe we could do something like that with the little golem dudes.
So Diana's gonna open her bag of holding and start digging through it, and like she gets a good like shoulder depth into her bag, trying to look before finally pulling out a probably like a pan flute or something, and goes like this.
Yeah, just like that.
I can do that. I just need the entrance on where all the little buggers are.
They're in the quarry.
To the quarry. We'll take care of
To the
those
quarry.
first. Then we'll deal with the giant.
Okay, and I'll try and help by telling them that, oh, hey, this is where the friend is going to take you somewhere fun. And
Actually,
stuff.
just let me play. The music itself might just draw them on its own.
Okay.
If they start looking confused on where it's coming from, then nudge
I'll
them
just say,
in the
hey,
right
come over
direction.
here, come, let's go party.
That works.
Oh,
So,
Marvin, let's go party.
what's funny is I kind of want her to play Saria's song from Legend of Zelda.
Oh.
Because it's so bouncy and happy and pan-fluty.
If only she had an ocarina.
She probably does!
Look! No,
So
why did she
that's
roll?
the
Why
plan
did
we're
Reya
going
roll?
with?
Why did the... Yep.
Currently. Try to convince the little golems to just follow the music.
And then
Well,
once we
we
find a
kinda
giant, hopefully... Maybe we'll come across a giant and it'll be like... a little mamba...
Mamba line?
Yeah, conga line, just... And everyone's dancing and it just looks really confused and it just decides to follow.
Reya's gonna chime in. So what do we do when the golems follow?
Just let me handle it. I think I know where to take them to make sure nothing happens.
The city?
No!
Where they?
Probably not a good idea, because didn't you say they wanted to kill humans? There's a lot of those down
Yeah.
there.
I was joking.
Oh, sorry, boss. I get it now.
Can't a stupid person make a smart joke for once?
Yeah, I didn't get it. Sorry. I'm not the smartest.
Alright, so do you guys turn around and start heading towards the mountain?
Yes.
Okay. So you start heading towards the mountain and
The quarry.
The quarry, which is where the mountain is.
Okay.
Yeah, you head over there. It's kind of uneventful, your walk, and you come across. Now you're actually on the screen, and you see the big mountain and a lot of rocks everywhere. A little camp to the east, and
So Diana wants to get onto a high perch point that would allow it to echo throughout the valley part of the quarry, so that way everything can hear it.
all right.
Oh no, you're gonna piss off the dragon. That's what you're gonna do.
Not if he sees me leading away the golems.
Okay.
Well, I can't just go around and individually play in front of each tiny fucking thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Reya's gonna chime in. Hey, oh, can't you just tell them to come over here?
Oh yeah. And then
That works too.
Oak will go up to them and be like, "Hey guys." He's speaking in giant now, of course. Be like, "Hey, one of my friends has something really cool to show you guys. Come over here."
Something cool? Something cool? And
Yeah.
you see a few of them leave to like come follow.
Yeah, come on, guys, it'll be fun. You'll get to you'll get to see your dad.
Father? They know where father is. Let's follow.
Yeah, we know where father is.
Father. And now all of them are following you.
Okay, what about that little one in the corner?
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
So, once
Ignore
Diana
that
sees...
over there.
That's
the
for
man
me.
behind the
Don't worry
curtain.
about it.
Once Diana sees Oak with all of these tiny little who's a what's-its running around his feet, she's gonna have this single moment in her mind where it's like, is this really worth it? before bringing up the flute and waiting for Oak's signal to start playing.
And
Reya's gonna poke Diana and hold up the rock and just be like, wait for a nod.
No! Put the
She
rock
looks-
away.
She'll put the rock away and look kind of sad. All right. So yeah, all of the golems that you could see have made their way to you, Oak.
Okay. Sorry, I was thinking. I can't talk and think at the same time.
While Oak is getting all of them together, Diana's gonna look for a couple more things inside her bag just to make sure, because a good way to keep the attention of people is with bells. So she's actually gonna have little bells tied to her wrists and her ankles to try and keep pace with what she'll be playing.
And then Oak is gonna point towards Diana, and he's gonna be like, "She knows where your father is. Come on, guys."
All right. They will continue to follow you as you walk back. However, whatever speed you decide to go.
He's basically trying to herd cats or small children.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they follow.
All right. Once they're all there, Diana will begin to play the flute with a very upbeat and easily catching tone, i.e. Saria's song, because that thing is just golden for a flute or the like.
Sure. Can you give me a performance check?
25 for you?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you do amazing. All of these little golems, you see them kind of grooving to the music. Little dancing.
All right, once they're all
kinda
in,
like
Phineas is
hop to
going
the
too.
beat.
He's like, hey.
Yeah, Oak is dancing too because he's trying to encourage the golems, and
So
he just
once-
thinks the music is good.
once she has essentially everybody's attention, she's gonna start leading them off away from the mountain and away from the town.
So you're gonna go off the path into the forest.
Taking them away from literally anything that has some kind of like living thing. Yeah.
Okay, so you'll go like northeast for now.
And Oak is behind the golems to make sure that they can follow and that no one gets left behind.
All right, you
And right
start
now,
making your way.
Phineas is right next to Oak, just keeping an eye on Oak because he's got a life debt on you, so he's got to be handy in case he can save your life, so he can be free of his debt.
Too much power.
All right, yeah. you start making your way through the forest with all of these little golems dancing and following along. How long are you gonna be walking through the forest?
Quick question. Where do golems normally like live? Is it normally in caves and mountains?
Considering golems are creations usually made by a wizard, it's wherever he made them and wants them to be, DM-wise.
Yeah.
And none of us have dispel magic, huh?
Does Jacob have dispel magic?
I don't remember.
Quick,
Does
to
Jacob
D&D
have dispel-
Beyond.
I was gonna say, does Jacob have dispel magic?
Well, that's a very good question.
Time to metagame.
An interesting way to
We
do
just-
it. Dispel
we just-
magic the golem.
We just need to get Jacob online. Where is he?
No, I
He does
don't think
not.
he's got
The
dispel
answer-
magic.
The answer is no.
The answer is golems
Oh, did he message you?
have dispel magic.
Did he message you?
That-
And say
that's
no?
Nope.
Oh
we
no, I just checked his D&D
Oh,
Beyond
you
sheet.
checked it.
yeah. Metagame.
That'll work. That'll work.
Metagaming in its finest form. Galdur does not have.
Does Galdur have it?
Nope.
God damn. I never took it because I thought somebody else had it.
We need to spell magic. Does Reya have it?
No.
What class is our little halfling friend?
What, me?
I don't know. Have you asked him?
Does our little halfling? Well, she can't at the moment. She's playing music.
Oak will casually ask, "Hey Phineas, do you know dispel magic?"
No.
Damn.
I don't know any magic.
You're useless.
Oh my god!
Hey!
No, Oak doesn't say that. Oak doesn't say that.
I mean, I just try to get by in life, you know, and yeah, I'm really good at not being seen and finding things, and
But what
like I
kind
said, I'm
of
a pretty
person
good
doesn't
shot.
know magic?
Do you know magic?
Yes.
Oh, well, okay. I guess this guy.
Okay. Once she gets them. Okay. Here's a question. Does the mage's magic when it comes to golems have a distance? Like once they leave a certain distance, the spell kind of goes kaput.
Don't think so.
God damn it.
Does it have a time limit?
I don't know if Oak would know that.
I know, but I'm asking for the rest of them if they would know that.
Like literally anyone.
Most creations, I will say, do have time limits.
Okay, and we don't know the time limits on these little guys.
Shit.
Nope. But like Galdur's Raise the Dead, has a time limit. So yeah, it has a time limit. You just don't know what it is.
Once she gets them more than far enough away from both the mountain and the village, she's going to stop the music and turn to the golems and tell them, "You have to wait here. Once you hear this song again, your father will come to get you. But you have to wait here for them." Because she heard what Oak said.
Well, no,
okay.
Oak was speaking in giant.
Yeah, Oak.
Yeah, she
Oak's
has
only...
comprehend languages.
Oh, she does. Okay.
Would you have cast that?
Probably. The moment
probably
Diana
would've told
ever
her that.
hears other languages,
Well, I mean, isn't that a spell slot?
yeah,
Okay.
that I've got plenty of.
So
But
I don't believe you can
it's-
speak it. You just
Oh.
understand the literal meaning
No,
of it.
I can also speak it.
You can?
That's what I've been
Double
allowed to
check.
do in the past.
Yeah, let me double check though.
Because I
Just
thought you had to have tongues to speak it.
Diana can say. Diana can translate for. Oak can translate for Diana.
That works too.
Yeah, you totally can.
So, I have that exact same t-shirt, but in navy blue.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, I saw the soft kitty, warm kitty. I'm like, I have that!
No, it's a good t-shirt.
But no, if Oak just told her, she would tell that to the golems and let them know, like, your father will be coming to get you, but you have to wait here. Once you hear this song again, he'll be here to get you. But you have to wait.
As a clarification, no, you cannot speak it with comprehend languages, but you can understand any written or verbal communication.
Then we have messed up in the past.
Yeah, it happens. That's
But-
my bad, but it was fun.
Yeah. If nothing else, Oka can just translate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
can
Oak will translate.
All right, so Oak, what are you translating to these little golems who now look very
He
confused that the music has stopped.
he's gonna say, "Don't worry, guys. Your dad will be here soon, but you've got to wait for him. And once you hear nice red lady play her song again, your dad will be here to pick you up from soccer practice."
You hear them say, "Father, be here soon. Father, be here soon. Father told us to wait at Mountain. This isn't Mountain. This isn't Mountain."
Okay.
Oak
Would
will
I
like,
roll the persuasion? Because I'm the one telling them. Technically, he's just translating.
No, Oak's the one saying the words to them.
yeah. Okay, so
Sorry.
persuasion.
Roll persuasion, Oak.
Hey!
Oh, not bad.
17.
Okay. Wait here for Father. Wait here for Father. But Father told us wait at Mountain. Father told us to wait at Mountain. It looks like they're starting to like kind of feel unease that they're not at the mountain.
Oak will quickly say, the mountain isn't safe anymore. Dad wants you guys to be safe.
Mountain not safe.
So-
We make Mountain safe. We protect
No.
Mountain. Mountain is Mother. Mother is safe.
No, it's
Mother
not.
is safe.
Mother is not safe. There's a dragon there. There's a big meanie there, remember?
We must protect Mother. We must protect Mother.
No.
Mother not safe. Mother not safe.
Pretty sure golems aren't this smart.
If you think this is them being smart, that's kind of shocking. They're not being smart.
Also, who's Phineas?
That's the halfling. That.
Oh, he changed his. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not realize he changed his who's it, what's it.
Um,
My bad.
Oh, I should have done this just to check. Okay, you guys are good.
I can charm 3 of them to stay where I want them to. And I don't know how many there are.
There's 8 of them.
I can technically burn all 3 of my 3rd level spell slots to charm them.
Don't do that.
You see Reya hold up the
No!
rock again.
Oak, noticing Reya's rock, Oak will take out his
No!
own rock.
No!
I don't think his does any damage. I think it just
I
casts a
didn't
light
think
spell.
mine did either, and I ended up summoning a giant snowstorm.
You know what? I'm gonna be really, really nice and have you roll a d20, Oak.
Okay.
Or you know what? No, it's a intelligence just check.
Why are you having Oak roll intelligence?
Oh, just cause.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he has negative intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
So why are you having him roll intelligence?
Never mind, Oak. Never mind. Just continue what you were doing.
Okay.
All right. I'll actually allow everyone to roll an intelligence check now that Oak has his rock out.
Yeah,
I'll be
Oak is
nice.
just staring at his rock like.
Yeah, everyone but Phineas. Phineas can't actually.
Yeah, because I have no idea what these rocks are.
No, you do not. I'll roll for Galdur real quick. See if Galdur would.
And Jacob.
And Jacob, yes. Intelligence.
I don't think I'm doing this right.
Intelligence.
I got a 20!
Jacob got a 20.
Oh, Jacob got a 20. Mine did not roll.
Yes,
How
because
the
it's
fuck do I
slash
make
R,
this do the
slash
same?
R, not R slash.
Oh, my bad.
And if you click your character, there's a button that says D20.
I
Yep.
forgot about that. But, oh well.
All right.
Okay, why is mine? There we go. I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't get it to work.
All right. So Jacob, thinks about the words that were told to Oak, and
Thank
and
you.
he says, "Isn't it kind of weird? It's talking about life and not light. Maybe this isn't a light effect."
Wait, what? I don't even remember who said what with when.
All right,
So
so Vlad, when he gave Oak his rock, I'll repost it. Said for when it's actually for when life seems too dim, smash this rock to brighten life.
why do I feel like that's gonna make them too smart?
I could
Lord.
cast it on myself.
You know what?
And
The agreement was balls to the wall. So you know what? Try it.
Jacob did roll a 20, so maybe it's a healing thing.
Oh, okay. Oak is
Should we
really sad
really-
because he wanted to be
Should
smart.
should we really use this right now?
No, Oak puts it back. I was just thinking we needed something to distract the little guys. It's like a cat.
Reya will hold up her rock.
No,
No.
no.
Just put it back down.
What do you guys try to do, by the way? I'm kind of confused.
Convince the golems to stay here.
Why don't we just get them
Currently
lost?
they're all chanting, "Protect mother, protect mother."
Why don't we just
Yeah, they
get them
really want to go back.
lost? Why don't we get them lost so they don't know how to get back?
Oh, I know the perfect song. And Jacob actually has the spells that I need to do this. Haha. So
He'll get us lost.
after he gives her that idea, Diana is going to use and work with Jacob to do this, to create illusions around them that can confuse or trick the golems while playing essentially Lost Woods. To do what he said, which is confuse them and get them lost inside the forest.
Okay. Let me.
Couldn't you make the illusion of a mountain nearby that like looks like
No,
the mountain?
I can't do something that big.
What about like a miniature one? Say, oh hey, there's the mountain. It's right over here.
All right.
Or what if you made one that you make it as big as you can, but you make it optical illusion, like, look, it's that way in the distance.
I can try it if it's allowed.
Yeah, you can try it. I'm not gonna stop you.
I just need to know what I'm rolling.
Are you in fact trying that?
If I'm allowed to do something like that, because I don't actually know the parameters of the illusion of her harp.
Well, it's. Hold on. I know. I
Because
know
it
that.
says
So let
she
me
can
look it up.
create small illusions, but and I know Jacob has illusionary spells.
Reya does too.
Could they combine their spells and make one giant mountain in the distance?
No.
Damn.
No. Not how those spells work.
Well, I mean, like they both create like a part of the mountain, and
I mean,
Okay, so here's what it is. Um,
yeah,
for
because
the
I don't remember the
illusions.
boundaries. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to take care of something important out of game.
Yep, no problem.
Yep. It's fine. I have to think of how golems would respond to this now.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to look up
It's,
the.
I'm gonna be honest, not the direction I thought you guys would take. Let's take the golems into the forest and make them get law.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, yeah, it only makes a illusions within a 15 if since she's a bard within a 15-foot radius centered on the harp.
Hmm. Yeah,
So,
I guess you can make a
so
like a kind of tiny one so it looks like it's big in the distance.
yeah. Of course, she's dealing with something, so she didn't hear that.
Yeah.
All right.
I figured out how they would respond to this. This is great. This is
Oh
either
no.
going to go really well or really badly. Yay. You guys just really don't want to kill these guys.
I just got really tired all of a sudden.
Yeah, Steam.
All right. So Jacob had something that he needs to deal with. Apparently, there were a lot of tornadoes going through where his family lives, so he is dealing with that. So he is not going to be able to make it tonight. So it will
Hmm.
just be us three as players, and Reya as the DM. So uh, while we are waiting for Diana to get back, uh, Phineas he's going to start kind of scouting around the area in the forest to see if he
Oh
can
yeah.
find um, anywhere that looks like it would be a a good pathway to take people if you wanted to get them lost.
Sure. Can you make me a like survival check for that?
Sure, he'll try. That's not really his forte, but he'll give it a shot.
Kind of doing the
uh,
opposite of survival.
yep. Hey, not bad. 16.
Okay, you find a path that you think, yeah, this. Wait, where am I? You kind of look around a little bit. You kind of got lost yourself, and then you figure it back out, and you're like, yeah, that would be kind of a good path to get someone lost on.
All right. All right.
Um,
So,
and Oak, while I guess Diana's preparing to do this illusion, you hear all the golems go, we must protect Mother. We gotta go protect Mother. And they're starting to get kind of rowdy.
Does he see Phineas come back?
yeah.
Not yet.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, he's just gonna try and keep just Basically, he's just trying to herd cats. He's just trying to keep them in the same spot and make sure they don't go anywhere.
So are you saying anything to them, or?
Yeah, he's just trying to keep them calm as they can be, and just stop them from leaving.
All right, what are you saying to them that would stop them from leaving to go
Okay,
protect their
I'm
mother?
back. I'm sorry.
Welcome back.
So what did I miss?
So Phineas went on a little journey to find a path that would be good for making people get lost. Almost got lost himself, and is making his way back. Oak is trying to keep the golems from leaving to protect Mother while you prepare to create your illusion of the mountain.
Oh, so I am getting permission to do this.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
ruling on it is that the way the instrument works is you can create in up to a 15-foot radius an illusion centered on the instrument. So your illusion
But
has
there's
to be
no cap on how big or.
well, it's up to 15-foot radius. So in
Okay.
other
And
words,
it's centered
it could be
on the instrument.
it's centered on the instrument. So basically, you can make
I can
something
make
that
it look like
is
the quarry. I can make
kind
the
of
area look like the quarry and get them
you
lost.
you could make the you could make basically an area that's about 30 feet by 30 feet centered on where you're holding the instrument. So if you could technically, kind of, according to the rules of the how that instrument works. All right,
So
that's good.
yeah, we can do that. Once he finds a good path to get them lost on, unless we know where they are, I can create the illusion of the quarry, get them lost inside that, dispel the illusion once they're all spread out and no longer able to use each other to find where they're at, and just leave them there.
Okay. So
Does
Phineas comes back.
Okay. So what's the plan, guys? I kind of found something that might help.
Oak is herding cats. He's trying to keep just
So
keep them all there.
Once Phineas tells her he found a path that'll work, she'll tell him, "Show me where it is, and just let me go from there."
No problem. You're gonna have to follow me, but I'll be about 50 feet ahead of you. And don't worry, they won't find me. They won't see me.
All right, so once that's set in motion, Diana will begin to play the Lost Woods essentially to try and get their minds disoriented and set the illusion to look like the quarry and have them spread out and get lost.
All right, can you roll me a performance check? Okay. Yeah, so the illusion looks pretty good from what you can tell. Kind of looks like the quarry. And they're like, "Oh, we're back! We're back! We're back!" They're shouting. It's a giant, so Diana doesn't know what they're saying unless you cast Comprehend Languages or Oak translates. But they're going, "They're back! We're back! We're back! Protect Mother! Wait, where's Mother? Where's Mother?" Because they can't. Look for
Oak
Mother! Look for
Oak gives a
Mother!
thumbs up.
And they start kind of scattering. I'm gonna bring us onto a empty page. No, not. I didn't mean to do that. No. Okay. You know what? I'm just. This is not doing what I wanted it to do.
just leave us on the same page. It'll work.
All right. We'll just have to do it on this page. No, I'll make it work. Give me like 2 seconds.
Meanwhile, I'm literally listening to the Lost Woods, so.
Right.
I think I found what I needed.
This break in the action brought to you by Critical Hit Gaming Supplies,
Oh my
a
god.
wonderful online game
Yeah.
store where you can buy dice bags with wonderful decorations on them. Amazing dice, metal dice with gold or silver, lots of colors, sparkles, or other polyhedral dice made out of whatever else.
Polyhedral?
Yeah, that's multiple-sided. Polyhedral dice made out of multiple other substances. Whatever it is, the plastic that they use.
Substances.
Substances. Some of them you might not want to touch after, okay, never mind. No, it's a great gaming website. Lots of great game supplies. Check them out. And thank you, Dragonfire45, moderator, for putting that up on the chat.
You're welcome.
Dragon water?
Dragon fire.
Oh my god.
You know what?
Alright.
I like dragons. Shut off.
So,
And now, back to our regularly scheduled program.
I
Maybe.
accidentally. No. Okay. All right.
As long as they scatter and get lost, that's all I care about.
Just a blank map right now. And so how was
Make sure you drag the flag over too, so we can see it.
Oh, did I not? I did.
That map hasn't changed.
You should be on like a blank kind of map with all of the golems.
Oh, there it goes. It just updated.
Yeah. All right. So how big was the illusion again? 15 feet radius.
Well, 15 foot radius. So it's going to be a 30-foot diameter. So yep, exactly like what Diana just put there. It's going to be that big.
All right. So they say, "Where's mother? Where's mother? Look for mother! Look for mother!" And they start to scatter, looking for the mountain. So yeah, they move here, and then they're like, and then you hear a couple of them. Oh, you hear a couple of them shout, "Wait, this isn't the quarry! This isn't the quarry! Where are we? Where are we?" Yeah, so they're starting to shout that.
Oak will point over to Phineas and be like, "Oh, hey, he knows where he knows where things
They
are."
can't see him. He's purposely.
Yeah,
Okay, well then
Phineas
he'll
hiding?
point into a direct. He'll point to a direction and be like, "Hey, over there."
Away from the mountain.
All right, I'm gonna just give me a second. Cool. So which direction did you point?
Anywhere
Phineas.
that's not the mountain.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the path that I had found that we'll get them lost.
All right. Look for mother. Look for mother. Wait, this isn't the quarry. This isn't the quarry. And now that they've all scattered out, they now are starting to realize this isn't the quarry because they are outside of the illusion range.
And once once they start asking where is it, he'll just point in a direction that's not the village and not the mountain and go, "It's that way."
Oak, are you in fact
so
doing
they
that?
get lost down the path.
Yep.
But you said you would take us to father. You said you would take us to father. Why aren't you taking us to father? Where's father? Where's father?
I'm trying to, but you're.
They're kind of starting to run back to Oak. Where's father? Where's father?
And then he just looks at Diana and he's like, "I've got 8 children now. I'm sorry."
And she's going to. Do I have?
Do you have what?
I'm trying to think of something that would lure them because I don't think I have. I don't think. Question: can I use my illusionary magic? The only problem is I don't know what their quote-unquote father looks like.
You could just make a hulking figure in the background, just kind of. Just this large figure.
But the problem is if I don't know what size or proportions it needs to look like what they're looking for.
Yeah, that's true.
But if I make it far away enough, they won't be able to tell regardless.
If you make it look like it's in the distance, yeah.
I can try that. continue to play the music, make the figure in the distance, and have you tell them he's over there, and then just leave him.
Well, Oak at this time, Oak is crouched down and he is comforting all the small his new brood of children. He's officially adopted all of them. They're small and they're tiny and they're helpless.
We've got to get them in the woods.
And they're still yelling, "Where's father? Where's father?"
I'm going to, Phineas is going to start moving over, trying to get over near them to help Oak try to herd them something. So he's getting closer. But, I mean, I don't know if he's made it that far. That's up to you. How close he gets before, he can actually start helping Oak.
Ray is actually backing off because the yelling's starting to annoy her.
Oak, Oak, motions for all of them to just, like, calm down and, just quiet, so he can talk. Do they at least follow that simple instruction?
All right, you tell them, quiet, I need to tell you something. They're like, okay, tell us something, and then they get quiet.
God.
Follow the path and your father will be that way. Come on, Oak. Just tell them to follow the path.
What you gonna say, Oak?
Oak is gonna tell them, guys, I'm really sorry. The big meanie wants us to hurt your dad. And we just wanted to get you away so that you guys wouldn't get hurt. And now I realize that was wrong, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go kill that big meanie.
Alright, so I'm gonna be. How do I turn on?
We don't have the skills to fight a dragon.
Alright, so they're
we
going
don't have the skills to fight a dragon.
They're going to shout, "Herd father, take us away! They aren't friends! They aren't friends! Kill the villains!"
I'm not fighting these.
Everyone gets to. How do I turn on the combat tracker so everyone rolls initiative?
It's the upper left-hand side, those icons that you can use. It is the one that, well, I don't have it on there right now, but it's one of them.
The lightning bolt?
No, I don't have it right now because I'm logged in as a player, so it won't show up on mine. But it's near the one that looks like the dice. You'll see it kind of. I'm trying to remember what it looks like.
Found it.
Yep,
the moment they start talking about fighting, Diana will just turn into her fox and hide.
Well,
She's
you
not
actually
these things.
Can't understand what they're saying unless you cast comprehend language. Have you cast comprehend language?
If Oak isn't translating, she would have used it.
All right,
it depends entirely on what Oak's saying.
All right, Oak, what are you saying?
Oak would have completely lied to everyone else and saying, "Okay, yeah, I'll tell them that their father's over in that direction. Just give me a second." And then he proceeds to tell them about.
Yeah, she'll just use comprehend languages as a first slot.
All right, yeah.
And the moment she hears that they're gonna attack them, she's just gonna turn into a fox and hide. She's not dealing with this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I don't have the patience to do initiative right now.
Okay. Well, everyone else can roll initiative.
I don't have the patience at the moment.
How do I do the initiative for that? All right, I'm just gonna roll a dice because I don't have initiative for them. But they are right after Oak.
Okay. On the turn order thing, if you go, you've got like the little gear icon on it. If you click on that, you can edit thing. You can say like add, add something, and then you can type. Then you can type in that 11. So you can put them on the tracker and then type in 11. Yep.
11. Cool. And then no, descending.
Descending.
My bad.
There you go.
All right. So, Phineas, you start to see the golems look very aggressive. As you see them like start taking positions as if to fight Oak.
Okay. You said we are in a forest, so are there any trees around, things that I could find cover behind, like right where I'm at?
Yeah. Finding cover would be really easy to do.
Okay. In that case, I am going to go ahead and use a bonus action to attempt to hide.
Yep.
All
Roll,
right.
roll, roll a stealth.
Yeah. That's a 29.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
you feel
You're
you're
on your
pretty.
own, Oak.
You feel like you're pretty good at hiding.
All right. And now that I'm hidden, uh, I am going to go ahead and shoot this one that is right next to Oak because
Which one?
uh, this one right here.
Okay, cool.
Because I owe that big lug a life debt, so I need to save his ass so I can be no longer life debted.
This is gonna be bad for everyone.
All right, go ahead and roll.
All right, so come here, you. So he pulls out his short bow,
Mm-hmm.
sticks his head out, and rolls a 26 to hit.
Yeah, 26 easily hits.
Okay, so that is 6 regular damage, and then his sneak attack damage. Hold on, I need to double check him for a second because I don't have that open right now. I don't know why it got closed. Come on, open. And then this open. Quit being slow. Alright, I believe he is at 3d6 or is it 2d6? That's what I'm waiting to find out. Come on. 3d6. So he does 6 initial plus 3d6, so he does a total of 16 damage, piercing.
All right, as you shoot this golem, in the back of its head, it just kind of tilts forward and falls to the ground as you have killed this golem.
All right.
Oh, where's the big axe? Oh, all right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Oak. You see these golems attack, like about to start attacking you, and you see Phineas just take one out. What would you like to do?
Well, Oak feels still very protective of these golems, even though they're trying to fight him. And when he sees Phineas take one out, Oak gets really mad.
Okay,
Oak rages.
sure.
And he's running towards Phineas.
You're gonna run towards Phineas.
Oak is running towards Phineas.
All right.
And
So
he's gonna.
they're all gonna try and attack you.
That's okay. I'll
Yep,
allow
they
that.
all get attacks
I
of
don't care.
opportunity.
All right.
I don't care.
One. What's your AC?
14.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Reya's actually gonna cast the Shield of Air to help. So you are at a 19 AC.
Oh, cool.
3. And they're all gonna take damage basically. 3, 4.
Ray
No,
shouldn't have done that.
Wrong button. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. All right. So only one hits,
It's a crit.
which is a crit. And is going to do 12 points, which gets reduced to half, so 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And they're all going to take 5 points of fire damage.
No! 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 Oh no! Oh
as,
no.
as like you get this fire shield, and they all try to attack you through the fire shield,
Oh no.
and you kind of see them a little bit scorched.
Oh, well, Oak. So Phineas is up in a tree or is behind a tree?
Oh, behind a tree.
Like behind a tree.
Yeah, Oak is gonna go to Phineas. And Oak is gonna just strike him with his great axe. He's gonna try and take off
Oh
Phineas's head.
god.
Yeah,
Alright, roll
that
an
will
attack
hit.
for the great axe.
That will hit.
Can I roll a D100 to see if Oak goes into one of his bad rages?
I have a quick question before
Mm.
before this continues. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay,
Diana is
yeah.
hiding and nobody knows where she went, could she technically try from just off to the side when she sees Oak trying to attack Phineas? Can she try to use let's see if this is
You could use a reaction
can
if
she
you have something that's a reaction.
well because she's not even in the listing because she decided to say fuck this and hide.
Right.
Yeah, but you can still use a reaction spell.
Well, because I was going to ask if she could use her charm person to try and stop Oak.
No.
Okay, you're on your own. Good luck.
Cool. I'd like to roll a D100 to see if Oak goes into a bad rage.
Okay.
What numbers did we agree upon?
Oh, jeez.
Official.
Man, that's a good question. Because I don't have any of my notes here with me, so honestly, I don't remember.
Time to scroll
discussed-
through Discord.
Yeah, we discussed it on Discord, so now trying to find it is the question.
Killing party members. What a great day.
Okay, so you roll a D100. On a 25 or less, you're so filled and blinded with rage that you attack whoever is closest to you. If a party member is in the same distance from you as a bad guy, he attacks a party member. If you roll above 25, then he attacks the enemy.
So is he still in a toxic rage?
He's in a regular rage. It's if you go 25 or less.
Okay. But he's attacking a party member. He is actively attacking a party member, so he is choosing to do this.
Yeah, you're considering him an enemy.
Yeah.
So then that's fine.
Yeah, but yeah. So
yeah, he takes 14 damage.
16.
Or 16 because you're raging.
Rage.
Uh-huh.
So hold on. Okay.
Then Oak gets another attack.
Mm-hmm. That hits as well.
So Phineas takes another 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't mess with my children.
And Phineas looks at you just aghast. It's like, they were trying to kill you.
And Oak just looks at him and he's like, I don't care.
Alright.
This cancels life debt.
You can take your life debt and go fuck yourself.
Alright. Okay, anything else you would like to do?
No, I think that's everything I can do right now.
Alright, so,
In the distance, there's this just worried Oh god.
Fuck,
Because
you
she does not want to get involved with this at all.
So 2 are gonna attack Reya, and 4 are gonna attack Oak.
That's
We're
fine.
gonna do Oak first. 1, 2,